In the 19th century, fashion looked very different than it does today. For men, clothing was rudimentary, a checkered shirt and some work pants. However, a visionary came to change it all. Today, we will learn the story of the #1 pants brand in the world, Levi's. So, stay tuned until the end because you'll discover how a pair of miner's pants turned into a symbol of fashion, style, and quality. So, get comfortable and let's begin this journey. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our design explorations. Now let's dive in. The story of Levi's begins with a man named Levi Strauss, a Bavarian immigrant and the mastermind behind it all. To understand, let's go back to 1850, when he arrived in San Francisco during the gold rush and noticed a need among the miners: durable pants. Mining was notoriously hard work, and miners quickly wore out and damaged their pants. To meet this need, he hired a tailor to make garments out of tent canvas. But this soon evolved into denim, a change that marked the beginning of a revolution in clothing. The real change came in 1873 when Jacob Davis, a tailor and expert in mending work clothes, suggested to Levi Strauss the idea of reinforcing pants with copper rivets at points of higher tension. This idea, designed to increase the strength and durability of the garment, was patented in 1873 and laid the foundation for Levi's 501. This pioneering design, with its distinctive rivets, became the first denim pants in history. The introduction of denim, a cotton fabric, produced in Nimes, France in 1860, was also a key element. This fabric became the ideal choice for making jeans, providing the durability needed to withstand harsh working conditions. With the foundation in place, Levi's continued to innovate over the years. In 1886, they created the distinctive logo of two horses pulling the trousers, symbolizing the strength of the fabric and establishing the brand's unmistakable quality. The logo has endured to this day, becoming a symbol of strength and durability. The story of Levi's is also the story of the blue jeans we all know and love. From its origins as a practical solution for miners to an icon of American culture, Levi's jeans have stood the test of time. The combination of innovation, quality, and style has made Levi Strauss a fashion pioneer that has left a lasting mark on modern apparel. Although this was just the beginning of the roller coaster ride that was to come, throughout history, Levi's innovations spanned the entire 20th century, highlighting key moments that changed not only fashion, but also the role of women and youth culture. But perhaps the most surprising part is how they even influenced war. Because yes, during World War I, the need for comfortable and practical clothing for women taking on crucial work roles led Levi's to come up with the idea of a one-piece garment called Freedom All. These overalls became a symbol of women's new role in society. In 1934, after the war, Levi's launched its first women's jeans collection, known as Lady Levi's. Despite the social norms of the time that deemed it inappropriate for women to wear pants, Levi's broke gender barriers and paved the way for women to accept the garment. You could say Levi's invented inclusion. Although it took 2 decades for this fashion to become socially acceptable, Levi's marked a before and after in the history of women's fashion. World War II brought an economic crisis that affected all industries, including Levi's. The need to conserve materials led to the reduction of details in the classic 501 jeans, eliminating trims, hems, and even back pockets. With the end of World War II, the blue jeans craze erupted in the United States, led by the baby boomers. A turning point came in 1950, when movie stars like Marilyn Monroe and James Dean wore Levi's 501s outside the workplace, making them a symbol of youth rebellion. This challenged the strict norms of the time and contributed to the widespread acceptance of jeans as clothing. Although this popularity was not good for everyone, in the same decade, 1950, jeans were banned in some schools, especially in the East, because they were considered a bad influence. The portrayal of juvenile delinquents in jeans in television movies led many school administrators to ban the garment in the classroom, fearing that wearing the rebellious uniform would encourage students to act against any form of authority. As a result, the denim family line was launched, consisting of jeans with fabric suitable for casual wear. What were once work pants became something for everyday use, creating something more comfortable. The youth of the time, immersed in economic prosperity, adopted Levi's jeans as a symbol of an emerging subculture. The Youth Revolution, marked by protests, hippie culture, and Woodstock, coincided with the release of bell-bottom jeans in 1969, which became a cultural phenomenon at the famous hippie festival. Over the decades, Levi's 501 has been associated with key cultural moments, from Woodstock in 1969 to the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, cementing its status as an icon of freedom and personal expression. The versatility of the design has allowed the jeans to be reinvented and personalized, adapting to trends and the diversity of styles. But do you know when Levi's truly became part of modern culture? In the midst of protests against the Vietnam War, human rights, and hippie culture, Levi's became a central symbol of this revolution. The introduction of bell-bottom jeans in 1969 coincided with the famous Woodstock hippie festival, making Levi's a prominent showcase in this historical period. The 1970s continued the social transformation, now marked by cynicism and disillusionment. Levi's jeans became rebellious and were adopted as a uniform of rock and roll. Bands like the Ramones and the Sex Pistols, along with movie icons like Marlon Brando and James Dean, helped cement Levi's association with rebellion and youth culture. The company responded to this new era with the 505 jeans, an underground version of the classic 501 that featured low rises, tighter designs, and distressed details. The 1990s presented challenges for Levi's as competition intensified with the entry of luxury brands and more affordable labels into the denim market. To maintain its position, Levi's sought refuge in its vintage style, releasing re-editions of its classic jeans through Levi's Vintage Clothing. However, the company was forced to close nearly all of its US factories due to the challenges of the globalized denim market. Despite these challenges, Levi's subcultural influence continued. In the 60s and 70s, jeans became a form of self-expression for rebels and youth searching for identity. The distinctive design of Levi's 501, coupled with its association with countercultural movements, became a means of personal expression and a symbol of resistance. Levi's presence at major cultural events such as Woodstock and its adoption by cultural icons, from movie stars to rock musicians, contributed to its global status as a foundational brand in the music scene of the era. The question now is, how has the brand evolved today? In 2000, Levi's embarked on a journey towards sustainability in the textile industry, a significant step after years without major innovation. Although its jeans remained synonymous with quality and vintage desire, competition in a fast fashion market required adaptation. By new sustainability, I mean the company sought safer alternatives to chemicals used in jean production and established a system to buy and sell used clothing to prevent garment waste. These efforts to align the brand with greener practices continued in 2020, reflecting a commitment to social and environmental responsibility. In addition to sustainability, Levi's has reinvented itself through licensing and strategic collaborations with other brands. Notable examples include its collaboration with Pokémon, which sold out within hours, and its foray into the luxury industry with the Levi's XX line. These collaborations represent an innovative approach to keeping Levi's relevant in a changing marketplace. A notable example is the collaboration between Valentino and Levi's, which launched a signed and reworked version of the iconic 517 bootcut jeans. This collaboration highlights Levi's ability to partner with high fashion brands and redefine its presence in the fashion world. In addition, the partnership with North Face and Gucci demonstrates a commitment to sustainability and how Levi's continues to expand its reach through unexpected collaborations. In today's fashion landscape, brands continue to rely on collaborations to stay relevant and capture audiences' attention. Levi's strategy has been to diversify its alliances and explore new territories, contributing to the brand's resurgence. As a brand with more than 100 years of history, Levi's has shown the ability to adapt to its environment and, above all, to evolve, and it continues to do so. Its return to the stock market after 34 years is an indicator of the success of these initiatives and the effort to regain its privileged position in the denim universe. Up to this point, Levi's has made us think about the tremendous power you can have when you stick to something you believe in. It began by helping miners, then adapted to the needs of soldiers and working women, ushering in a new era. They became lighter pants for everyday use, and even in modern times, they created a line of clothing for people with larger bodies. Levi's is not only a symbol of innovation, but also of evolution and goes hand in hand with human history. Simple pants that grew with society. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the iconic history of Levi's jeans. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more fashion evolution content, and ring the notification bell to stay updated. Until next time, stay stylish and keep rocking those Levi's.